Hey everyone, Josh here from the We're back to a new Phineas Ferb episode review, and this is this episode review. We are reviewing part 1 and part 2 of The Summer Belongs to You two-parter special. Yes, I love this special. It's not the season finale of it's not the last episode of season 2, but it definitely feels like it, though, of the end of season 2. I mean, we are just one episode. I mean, the next episode is another two-parter, which we will also be reviewing in the next one too. And then we'll be finished with season 2 and on to season 3. But yeah, this episode is another one of my favorites of season 2 and of the show as well. And it starts with Candace calling Jeremy, which he's in Paris, and yeah, it's 2 a.m. It's in the very AMs in Paris. And Candace is trying to call their mom because see that Phineas and Ferb is up to something, and she's stuck in this traffic or this construction site. And yeah, we see this robot that they made that's jump roping. And of course, when Candace's mom comes to the backyard, it's disappeared. Yeah, it's disappeared. And yeah, we get this funny joke with this pop-up thing. And they're like, "Hey, we're trying to talk here." And then it just disappears. Saying thank you. And looking through all the different things that they done, and they want to do something very special for this special summer. And yeah, we see Doofenshmirtz and Vanessa going to Tokyo. Yeah, they're going to Tokyo. And Candace is being left in charge. Her mom says that she's left in charge with Phineas and Ferb. And yeah, she's trying to sleep, but she didn't call Stacy, and she says she's on her way. And yeah, it looks like they built the Statue of Liberty. It literally does from how the cover is. But no, they built this plane because they're going to be traveling around the world in one day. Yes, they're going to be traveling the world in one day. And of course, Buford is saying that they can't do it, which they do a bet. He'll give everybody their bikes back and eat a bug if... Yeah, he really wants to eat a bug, but he said he'll eat a bug also if Phineas and Ferb win. And if they lose, then they're going to have to not do any inventions or anything for the remains of the summer. And yeah, we get the song as well, which was quite good too with these two singers. And yeah, Perry gets to Monogram, which, yeah, Monogram's not there. It's Carl. And Carl shows that Monogram left this note. Which, yeah, saying that Perry's pretty much got the day off. Of what it seems. And Candace is telling Stacy that one thing that Candace is worried about with Jeremy and Paris is French girls. And that Candace says that he hasn't even called her his girlfriend yet. He hasn't even called Candace his girlfriend yet. And she's worried about. And yeah, we see that Doofenshmirtz did take Monogram. And of course, Vanessa is like, "You brought work with you." And yeah, they lay out the map, which covers the whole house of them traveling the world in one day, which, yeah, that's quite a big challenge that Phineas and Ferb is doing, though, when it came to this episode. And of course, Candace is against this at first, and then she's like, "I'm coming with you," when she realizes that they're going to Paris, where Jeremy is. And Buford is coming along because he wants to see them fail. Yeah, he wants to win the bet. So they're getting ready to go on this trip, and we see Doofenshmirtz having this water balloon, which he's going to make Monogram let go, or destroy with the water. And then they go to Tokyo, and where Stacy's people are. Yeah, we see all her cousins in this song as well, which I love the art style too. And of course, they get some fuel. And then Doofenshmirtz saying that he's going to make Monogram say that he launched the water balloon. And yeah, Vanessa is leaving, and Perry comes and destroys the remote, and Vanessa's falling, but gets saved by Phineas and Ferb and them, and she comes along with them, and Doofenshmirtz wants Monogram and Perry's help to get Vanessa back, and presses the remote again, and launches the balloon into space, and yeah, they're out of fuel again, and they end up crashing, and we see that sweater kind of creature, and then yeah, we see Doofenshmirtz tagging along with Monogram and Perry, and Vanessa and Candace are waiting at the plane while we go and see one of Baljeet's relatives, and we see this factory and get another song about rubber bands, which they use for the plane. And Doofenshmirtz gets some goggles, a parachute, and some oxygen mask, and gets launched and ends up being a snowball, which, yeah, Candace and Vanessa quickly make it, but Candace doesn't about to. But they bounce back and get Candace, and Doofenshmirtz gets launched back. And then we just see them bouncing all through these different places, and then they end up in Paris. And yeah, I love that Vanessa says, or yes, he said, yes, borrowed. like she didn't borrow this, she just flat out took it. I mean, Doofenshmirtz would be happy. And Candace is trying to communicate, or trying to, having this Paris book of understanding what they're saying, but no, of course, they're speaking English. And yes, he then finds Jeremy, but she sees him with all these different girls, and yeah, it's just not bothering to talk. And we get this other song, In the City of Love, which is another good song I really do enjoy. And sad for Isabella, though. Because, you know, Phineas is unaware, though, not paying any attention, just focusing on fixing the plane. And then we see this mime just for letting go of the balloons in the sky, saying, stop releasing my balloon. And Baljeet telling this guy about some fuel, and Buford actually talks in this very funny accent, though. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz says that he traveled so far to get Vanessa, which yes, he comes with them, and Ferb actually went to go get a rose, but of course, when she left, but she did say thanks to Ferb. And yeah, they got the plane all fixed up, and talking about with Ferb and Vanessa, and yeah, of course, in the City of Love, and of course, Isabella gets angry, even a point where it looks like her head blew off, but that was just in her head. And Candace is like that they didn't really accomplish anything this summer, instead of just trying to bust. But Candace, or Phineas and Ferb tell Candace of the things that she did manage to do. Like, she was the Queen of Mars. She was a monster truck driver. And all these different things she managed to do. And she sees Jeremy, which he calls Candace the G word, and they try to kiss, but then he tells her to just get off the next stop, but she says he's gotta watch over Phineas and Ferb. And yeah, the plane starts to break again, and they end up on this deserted island. And of course, Candace is just upset because she's not going to be able to see Jeremy. And Buford is laughing because he's like, yeah, you're going to fail. Your time's almost up. You're not going to accomplish your goal. And Doofenshmirtz gets arrested, and Vanessa just points this hairdryer at them. And of course, Doofenshmirtz is just crying, saying of how bit of evil that Vanessa has. And yeah, of course, Isabella is sad because of Phineas not paying any attention to her in this city of love. And we get a reference to SpongeBob here because Phineas finds a starfish and a sponge when he's trying to find stuff. And we actually see this is actually kind of emotional too, because Phineas is like, he just is like, I guess all we have to do is just watch the sunset. It's like he's about to give up. Yeah, the kid that went back in time and done all these different things, seemingly is about to give up on trying to make it back. But of course, Isabella is telling him that he is not going to give up, and he's going to do something. Which, yeah, they get the map that Ferb had and fold it into a paper airplane, which they end up getting launched, and they see the construction site, which they make it back to Danville, but have a couple more minutes before the time's up to make it back home in time. And then Buford gives them back all their bikes, and Phineas yells at Candace saying, "Get on the trike," when it's not hers, but get on it anyway. And they make it over this ramp and make it back home in time. Just in time. And yeah, their mom is and dad are very happy about Candace's responsibility. And we get the Summer Belongs to You song as well, which I really do enjoy. And yeah, Jeremy comes home early, saying that he missed his girlfriend and something that he forgot to do while they were in Paris. And they kiss. A very touching moment. And again, continuing the Summer Belongs to You song and showing parts of past episodes as well. Very touching. And yeah, they're wondering where Perry is, and yeah, he's still in Paris. Yeah, he's still in Paris. But yeah, a really good special. Again, definitely feels like the season finale of season 2, the final of season 2, but no, that's the next episode. Will be the end of season 2, and then we're almost starting season 3. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below.